There may be instances where you are just kind of sketching out with actors and blocking out, and maybe we didn't turn on our snapping here. And after the event, you want to get all of your actors back onto the grid. Now, there is a way of doing that. So if we come up to Editor Preferences, we can come to Keyboard Shortcuts, and if we look Snap to Origin, you'll see that under Snap Origin to Grid, that's just Snap Origin actually, I've got Control End as my keyboard shortcut, and then Snap Origin to Grid per Actor for a kind of multi-selected shortcut. So let's have a look at that. So if I look at that actor and look at its current location and press Control End, you can see that it then shifts over and is on the grid. Obviously that's dependent on the pivot point. It's the pivot point that's getting snapped, and of course dependent on the grid size. So we can toggle through our grid sizes using our bracket keys. So a big 10,000 units. If I then now press Control End, it's going to move the pivot point to the nearest point on the grid. So that's just to demonstrate that. Now, if we have got multiple objects selected, and I look at using Control and it was left cursor, obviously my grid is set to 10,000, so all of them have moved to the nearest point. So that's one thing to bear in mind. You know, there's no kind of collision, they're just kind of all moving to the nearest point. If I undo that and then go back down to say 1,000 and Control left on my extended keyboard, now each of those blocks has of course moved to the nearest point. So it's just a quick way of getting things back on the grid. You know, here I've obviously been a bit lazy in the way that I've positioned things. If I now select all those, Control and left on my extended keyboard, each individual actor will now snap to the nearest grid point based on the grid size. So hopefully that's of use. If these videos are giving you some value, then please do like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. So thank you for your support.
Live long and prosper.